Prince William is more than twice as popular as his younger brother Prince Harry, according to a new poll. In comparison, just 34% had a favourable opinion of the Duke of Sussex, who quit royal duties with Meghan Markle last year for a new life in California. William's positive rating is more than double that of Harry's, which had dropped 9 points from 43% in April. The Duchess of Sussex has also seen favourable opinion of her drop from 29% in April to 26%. The Queen remains the most popular royal, with the surveys suggesting 80% have a positive view of Her Majesty. The poll comes months after the Sussexes hit out at the royal family in their controversial Oprah Winfrey interview in March. The couple, who are living in Montecito, made a series of explosive claims about the royals and the TV interview. And Harry is set to release his tell-all memoir next year as the Queen celebrates her Platinum Jubilee. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were noted by a former US advisor for leaving out any mention of President Joe Biden from their joint Afghanistan statement, despite the Duchess previously attacking former President Donald Trump for his failures. Former US/UK relations advisor and senior fellow of the Bow Group think tank Lee Cohen told Express.co.uk things were so bad for President Joe Biden that not even the Sussexes could muster up a positive word about him. Mr. Biden, who has previously praised Meghan for her courage during her Oprah Winfrey interview, was absent from her joint statement published on the Archewell website as Mr. Cohen explained the coziness with the US head of state was now less desirable. But Mr. Cohen also noted how Meghan attacked Donald Trump several years ago and branded him misogynistic, but failed to attack Mr. Biden for his Afghanistan turmoil. Prince William was left deeply hurt after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah Winfrey, a royal expert has said. Omid Scobie and Carolyn Duran's unauthorized biography, titled Finding Freedom, has caused a stir with claims made in its new epilogue. The new chapters chart what has happened to the Sussexes in the last 12 months since the hardback version of Finding Freedom came out. It examines everything from their life in Santa Barbara, California and Meghan's miscarriage to the Oprah Winfrey interview and alleged family tensions at the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral in April. The Queen has had a particularly difficult year, losing her beloved husband of 73 years in April. But it's clear the beloved monarch has been surrounded by loved ones and treasured moments this summer. Prince Philip, the Queen's husband, died on April 9, aged 99, leaving a vast gap in the royal family in both public and private life. One of the couple's children, Prince Andrew, said his mother had described his father's death as leaving a huge void in her life, after 73 years of marriage. While the Queen, 95, has been in mourning this summer, her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren have rallied around her. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told Express.co.uk, the current official line is that, when Charles becomes king, the Duchess of Cornwall will take the title of Princess Consort. However, legislation would reportedly be required for her to become Princess Consort. It is a title without any historical precedent. Mr. Fitzwilliams said the concept of Camilla as Queen Consort has never been popular in the polls. He added, "It is, however, a matter for Charles to decide, as is his name when he is monarch." Kate and Prince William moving to Windsor with their 3 children would be the ideal situation, a royal commentator has said. Royal expert Katie Nicholl told OK, neither William or Kate have ever been London people and have never enjoyed the chaos of the city. Whilst their home at Kensington Palace is highly secure, they have often felt overlooked and that they lacked privacy. The older the children get, the more apparent this has become. They love being at Anmere, but they need a base that is close to the capital, so they can easily return for public engagements and events. Windsor seems like the ideal situation. The castle is huge in itself, and is the Queen's permanent residence now, but there are other housing options for them. Everything is on the table, and up for the discussion. Boris Johnson's son Wilfred will help lighten the mood, according to our royal commentator, amid reports the family will travel to see the Queen this weekend. Royal biographer Angela Levin told GB News it was likely a good thing that the Prime Minister and his wife Carrie were reportedly visiting the Queen at Balmoral Castle this weekend. She explained if they met it would be a good opportunity for the Queen to speak with Mr. Johnson about her leaked funeral plans, and claimed it would likely come up in conversation. But Ms. Levin added, if it went ahead the family-loving Queen would welcome Mr. Johnson's son Wilfred, who is expected to lighten the feeling. Prince Harry and Prince William are unlikely to end their rift very soon, a royal commentator has claimed. Nick Bullen, founder and editor-in-chief of True Royalty TV, told Fox News, I think it's very unlikely that we'll see any resolution between the brothers very soon. Everything I'm told is that it is still pretty difficult for them. Obviously, they've spoken and spent time with their mother's family. That was all good and a step forward in the right direction. But there's no real reason for them to be back together publicly until Jubilee next year. Princess Eugenie glowed as she stepped out for a date night with her husband Jack Brooksbank on Friday. The new mother took a night off baby duties as she enjoyed an evening out with her husband. The couple, who welcomed their son August earlier this year, attended the Horan and Rose Gala at the Grove in Watford to raise money for the Black Heart Foundation. Eugenie looked stunning in a black maxi dress which she wore with a glamorous long red coat. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are relying on the American public's interest in them to sustain their commercial endeavors, but one expert has argued the interest is nothing compared to the frenzy over Princess Diana. Veteran broadcaster Marcy McGuinness said, she was so famous in the world that, Americans loved her, they really loved her. They loved the relationship she had with those boys William and Harry, they identified with the tragedy she went through with the divorce, and all of that stuff, and Camilla being part of the marriage. All those things Americans just wanted to know every detail. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's children will soon have a new playmate after one of the couple's closest friends confirmed they are expecting another baby. Prince Harry's childhood friend Guy Pelly and his American wife Elizabeth Wilson are expecting their third child. Archie Harrison, too, and his 3-month-old sister Lily, but will soon have another friend in addition to the couple's 2 daughters Willow and Clementine. Mr. Pelly is the son of Lady Caroline Herbert, a close friend of the late Princess Diana. The 34-year-old grew up with Harry and Prince William, and is godfather to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's youngest child Prince Louis. Princess Diana movie Spencer reviews have landed with critics praising Kristen Stewart's Oscars-worthy performance, with one even claiming Meghan Markle will love the upcoming biopic. The Telegraph's Robbie Collins summed up his 5-star review, tweeting, "Happy to say I ascended into the ionosphere during Pablo Larraín's completely mad, sad and beautiful Spencer. Categorically not the Queen, but Kristen Stewart is Oscar-deservingly great, and Meghan Markle's going to love it. Kristen Stewart is masterful as Diana in this thrillingly gutsy, seductive film. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, fiercely defended her 17-year-old daughter, Lady Louise Windsor, asking which of us is perfect, according to our royal expert. Sophie and her husband Prince Edward have stepped further into the spotlight in recent months, to fill the void left by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who left royal duties last year. The popular royals have worked in a multitude of areas since becoming full-time royals nearly 2 decades ago. Sophie has done a lot of work in the preventable blindness arena, and as the patron of blindness charity Vision Foundation. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have cleverly positioned themselves to appeal to certain generations who will welcome their new projects, according to an expert. Archwell Productions, the production powerhouse of Meghan and Prince Harry, announced in July it is creating its first-ever animated series. The project has been tentatively given the working title of Pearl, and focuses on the adventures of a young girl as she learns to step into her power, and finds inspiration from influential women throughout history, according to a statement on Archwell.com. A similar project is perfectly on brand for the Duchess of Sussex, and will likely be welcomed by an audience of young adults, according to brand and reputation management expert Eric Schiffer. The California-based expert told Express.co.uk. The animation project is very consistent with how she would naturally monetize and extend her brand in ways that are core to her brand DNA. And there is an audience for what her brand represents. Especially given how I think cleverly Meghan and Harry have positioned themselves in a way to appeal to General Zs and millennials, who will welcome content along that line, because they can relate to it. Meghan Markle has been urged to stick to Hollywood gossip, rather than weigh in on issues like Afghanistan, by former US advisor, as he questioned why would serious people even tune into what the Duchess has to say. Former US/UK relations advisor and senior fellow of the Bow Group think tank Lee Cohen suggested to Express.co.uk Meghan Markle should steer clear from important world issues like Afghanistan, as serious people care little for what she has to say. In the immediate aftermath of Afghanistan falling to the Taliban, Ms. Markle issued a statement with Prince Harry, where they called the world a fragile place and urged people to support humanitarian charities backed by Archwell. But Mr. Cohen was asked whether US servicemen have reacted to the statement as he hit out at the Duchess of Sussex during a rant. Princess Diana should be celebrated for all the good she achieved, and it would be a terrible disservice for her life to be based on the sum of her woes, a royal expert has said ahead of the release of a high-anticipated film. Spencer was premiered at the Venice Film Festival on Friday, and is set over a weekend in the early 1990s, when Diana celebrated Christmas at the Queen's Sandringham estate. Directed by Chilean filmmaker Pablo Larraín, the film fantasies about what may have occurred behind closed doors as Prince Charles and Diana spent the festive season with the royal family as their turbulent marriage hit the rocks. The Prince of Wales reportedly wrote to the troops whilst they were in Afghanistan and thanked them for their indomitable para spirit during the withdrawal from the country. Prince Charles is the Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment involved in Operation Pitting, the mission evacuating British nationals from Kabul after the Taliban takeover. He wrote in the letter, "You are not only an outstanding credit to the Parachute Regiment, but also to this country, which, without doubt, is more fortunate than it can know in having such dedicated and courageous people as yourselves ready to step forward at such a crucial time of need. I could not be more proud of you." Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have hired a chief operating officer for Archewell. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have appointed activist, lawyer, and entrepreneur Mandana Dayand to the position at their charitable organisation. Ms. Dayand said she was inspired by Harry and Meghan, who founded Archewell in 2020 after quitting royal duties. She told Fortune, "I am so inspired by the vision and unwavering dedication of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to create a more united, truthful, safe, and equitable world. I am thrilled to build upon our shared mission to drive systemic cultural change." Ms. Dayand started her role in June. She is responsible for overseeing growth strategy and day-to-day operations at Archewell. Prince Harry should avoid using private jets in the future in order to be taken more seriously with his messages about the environment, a royal expert has told Express.co.uk, as he warned about the consequences to the Sussex's image. A royal expert has said that Prince Harry must remember that people are watching what you do, in light of his new celebrity status and frequent messages about the environment. In an interview with Express.co.uk, Jonathan Sassidoti said the public would be wondering if the Duke was taking seriously his own messages about the urgency of climate change after his recent trips on a private jet. Prince Harry came under scrutiny for taking 2 private flights to attend a charity polo match last week, despite him and Meghan Markle often preaching about efforts to save the environment. Camilla has been praised by royal fans as she prepares to host an event to support young women. In a post on her Instagram page, the Duchess of Cornwall was pictured raising a much to the Prince's Trust Brilliant Breakfast initiative. The initiative seeks to raise funds to support the development of young women who need assistance with setting up their own business or to secure a job. Many comments said that "Don't know, but to me seems H was more amusing than popular. Liked but not respected. Paid attention but not listened to. Tolerated not followed. W quietly became their face of monarchy's future, greatly aided by K and then children. H's choice made it worse for him, while better for W. Spouses do count immensely. Says a lot about the person. You can mostly judge a person by the spouse. There's not much to like about Prince Dimwit, is there?